Hello there, welcome back to E4 and better than Napoleon, hopefully. Last time I started war against Russia, that has so far not been going in my favor at all. To be perfectly honest, I've lost half my manpower. I'm going to lose more because I'm still missing 15,000 men. And to be perfectly honest, that's impressive. It's impressively bad. That's the truth. And I have to deal with this sooner or later. Currently, we have Austria being at war with Milan, Burgundy, and well, I can't remember who else, but we'll check the map. Cologne. So yeah, it's a very interesting war here, and I'm mostly just fodder, I think. But Austria should be able to deal with them on their own, and hopefully here I can get something I'm after. But I doubt that because there's nothing I'm after there. I just realized. But anyways, we're going to continue our war here against Russia. It's currently being a very rough one because I'm getting my ass handed to me repeatedly, I might add. So it's a very big problem, but I think I can upgrade my military tech here, and I probably should have done that a little while ago. But we're going to do that just because of the trouble that I've been having, instead of investing in Paris. Standardization of caliber, level 16. With that we get combat width increased by 1, artillery fire plus 1, whole point, and artillery shock for 0.10, as well as chamber demi-cannon and training fields. Now, if let's just upgrade the cannons right away, even though I probably should wait until the end of the month. Now, what happens when with the upgrade here to our, well, cannons or everything is that I have 4 fortresses. That's interesting. But never mind that. What will be happening here is that with the training fields, the new building, we can finally start upgrading the, as you can see, the barracks to training fields, and it's going to cost me 304 no matter what I choose here. But as you can see, in some places like Paris itself, it has 11,000 manpower since I've invested so many points into it. That will be another 11,000 men. Sorry, 3,000. Another 3,000. What the hell am I even saying? But we're going to be upgrading a lot of our, well, areas with these, because again, manpower seems to be a very big problem right now. So I'll be upgrading whenever I can, wherever I can. Let's just start with Paris and some other places that will give me a fair amount. We'll do the entire English coast because again, it's pretty sweet. And to be perfectly honest, I'll just save the last money because we might need it in this war, hilariously enough, because of just how aggressive I've been. But for now, we'll wait to allow the forces to recover their, well, maximum power. And it seems like we dealt the Russians a pretty severe blow due to the fact that they haven't actually returned yet. And I do have to say that I do enjoy that. I do enjoy that a lot. So for the time being, we'll be a little bit aggressive. We'll be moving forwards, and hopefully I can keep on dealing, well, severe blows to the Russians. The armies that I use are a little bit too big in terms of war exhaustion, which is a problem. They are both going to Karela. I need to just send troops to help out here, because this is going to be one of those other battles where I might be able to turn the tide, just because of the fact that they now got a negative modifier. But depends on if I can actually get there in time and help out my army. And I actually did come here in time, and as you can see, even just 2 of my forces here are enough to do a little bit decisive beating, but not much. I think I just need more infantry in my armies, quite literally. I got a negative modifier, and I should be able to beat them back here, but it's not, of course, a very good thing because I did lose a lot of men. The Russian armies are basically just too numerous, and the area is just a little bit too big for me to be able to decisively beat them. And of course, the fact that we were retreating all the way to Arcasus isn't really that helpful either. So we'll have to deal with that, well, sooner or later. But with that said, for the time being, we'll just keep on going, and we'll see how things turn out. Can't really do anything else, and apparently Morocco has been a bit aggressive on Castile. But yeah, we'll send these guys back on the offensive, and I'm tempted to just end this war for these 2 provinces because it's what I have claims to, but I would still like to get these 2 as well. But on that note, I would, you know what, we're just going to end the war with Russia. We're going to take these 2 provinces. It is not much, but it will allow me to prepare properly for the next war against Russia. And to be perfectly frank, these guys were far more trouble than I think they were worth. The provinces themselves aren't really that valuable either. As you can see, they're as cheap to core as colonies, just for crying out loud. So it's not a big problem. We'll take exploration ideas though, which gives us fort maintenance minus 20% from our French ideas. And We now have a colonist. We can now colonize. How sweet. So I think I'm a little bit unsure what I want to colonize first, to be perfectly honest. I think we're just going to start by finishing the Caribbean, or potentially just figure out some more colonial regions. Where is that map? There we go. We have colonial Canada. We have colonial Brazil covered. We have the Antilles. We need colonial Colombia covered, and things like that. But it should be fine. Is this a colony? Probably. I need to get explorers. So I think for now we'll focus on just getting colonial Eastern America up and running. And everything here is very, very angry at me. So we'll just start with this one. And it's finally good to be in the colonial race. And finally. But I do need to deal with Castile. I do need to deal with England. And I do need to deal with a lot of other things. So we'll have to see how this goes. But for now we'll send the armies back. And we'll figure out how we want to deal with the current scenario. Dutch Colombian separatists. It's funny that as soon as I say how I want to deal with this scenario, we get a problem. Where's my secondary fleet? There you are. I need to also take these guys back home, I think. For now, it will take a little bit of time before we declare war on anything. Yes, I know that you have taken control of the province. It's not surprising, considering that there is just a single fort in the region. There was actually a fort in Cumana, but it's apparently been destroyed. It seems like the capitals automatically have a fort, which is a problematic thing. And again, the centers on conversion. Seriously, if I reconvert something that has recently converted, it should have that 10-year cooldown period as well, because otherwise it doesn't really make too much sense. But yeah, we need to deal with the current situation at hand. I need to move. I'll probably keep 24,000 men in well, close to Russia for the next war, and I have to figure out how I want to deal with both England and Castile, of course. So for now, we'll just keep on fabricating claims, and we'll see what happens with the Russian one. And once I'm done with that, we'll figure out what we're going to do with everything else. But for now, it seems to be a safe bet that I should be building a well, they do have a free castle. Regimental camp. Let's destroy that regimental. That's traitorous. But yeah, I need to deal with the current situation at hand. So once I've done that, I'll come back to you. There we go. French Colombia has been formed now that our claims have been or calls have been made. I'm still going to keep the army here just for, well, safety reasons. There's still a lot of unrest in the area. So how to deal with that? England is still doing some things here, but the area is part under the colonial Colombia, so there's no problem. It will be handed over to them accordingly, so I have no concerns. I should probably keep England alive just for that reason, so I can just snatch colonies from them and hand it over to colonial nations. So I'm a little bit unsure what I want to do with that, but I'm pretty sure that I should probably just destroy England, just to get a map prepared. Do the same with Castile. I'm still cleaning up after Burgundy. They did a little bit of a raid into my country, and I have to recreate my claims in Castile because they actually ran out this year. So I need to deal with that as well. Until the noble rebels have risen up, so we'll go ahead and basically use this 12k army now that's in the New World as a cleanup squad, if you will. I use that to clean up after my vassals, or colonial nations, if you will. And I'll still wait with taking the next admin attack, because we are on the verge of doing some pretty aggressive moves on England and Castile both. So I probably need them in the area just as a, well, stabilizing force, I think, for the time being. And, well, sorry, I need my admin points just because of that, but I will also keep this well, army in the area as a stabilizing force, as you might imagine. My general did die, the regular one, so I'll probably hire a new one. I probably should, but for the time being, we'll just wait. Alliance from Genoa. Decline. I have no need for an alliance with you. I don't even know where you live. Oh, you're a new one. I'm very tempted now to actually declare war on them. Just take them. Are you a republic? You're a duchy. Uh-huh. Do I have 2 diplomatic relations ready. I should just have accepted that alliance and just peacefully vassalize Genoa here. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Do you have any cores? Yeah, you have my 2 cores, but other than that, you're fine. yeah, we'll go ahead and try and bribe these guys into the point where we can peacefully, well, vassalize them, I think. English Mexico's here. Castile is actually colonizing. I am very glad that actually showed up. But that means that I now actually have Mexico already created for me. So that's good. Castile also has some provinces to add to that, so I just need to call those 5 provinces that are English Mexico then. Should be fine. They're a Protestant colony, sadly. How about you? What are you guys? You are... yes, you're all as you're supposed to be. Even this one. Yes, they are Catholic. Why do you guys hate me so much? Arrogant administrators, of course, of course. But yeah, how are we doing in terms of the vassal subject thing? Pretty good. I do have one extra... No liberty desire, 6%. War exhaustion relative power. I'm a little bit surprised that French Canada has a 4% liberty desire. The only reason why Brazil does now is because we increased our opinion of them. So yeah, this is going to get very, very interesting. Colony income is 10% vassal income. I'm not really earning a lot of money from them, but that's fine. We'll try and peacefully vassalize Genoa. And I'll just allow the war that's currently raging with Burgundy here to, well, reach its conclusion on its own. And of course, I need to drag my enemies into some other wars. England is currently now with East Frisia, Utrecht, and Hansa. So I'm basically just waiting at the current point here for Lancashire. There we go. And Northumberland. Those 2 claims, then we can go. I'm basically just waiting here now for Austria to finish the war with Burgundy. That's all I'm waiting for, and once that happens, then we can start making some other moves. But yeah, we're going to ally ourselves with Genoa, and we're going to improve relations, and hopefully we can get the peaceful vassalization up and running. Because again, if I can just take a little bit of land peacefully, I'm pretty happy with that. So let's just go ahead, improve relations with Genoa, and for now I'll just keep on fabricating claims, and we'll see where we end up at the end. Will be very interesting. There we go, the treaty has been made. They accepted peace with the former enemies Trier. Milan will go cause Valise to Switzerland. Burgundy will release Hainaut and Liege, so that's fine. And they will pay some money. So again, Trier gains a lot, but we didn't get too much. I'm still fabricating claims, hilariously enough. Burgundy has allowed Switzerland as a new rival. Burgundy has joined the Catholic League. And is that a... well, I can accept that. You are weak after all. I still have to fabricate another claim here on Cordoba, and then I'll declare war on Castile. I'll fight that war on my own. Shouldn't be a problem. And then I'll keep on fabricating claims on England, especially that we're running at, or getting closer here to maximum admin power. And I know that I should invest in tech, but I don't. I just want to get rid of Castile, fix that issue, get rid of England, fix that issue, and then we can, well, a relation. Genoa will transfer trade power to the Papal State. And then we can start working from there. Duag is slowly but surely growing. It's not growing too quickly at 45 a year, as you can see, because most of it is coming from technology rather than anything else. I also need some, well, diplomatic power, because we're going to make deals with Spain here, or sorry, Castile, for their colonies. We definitely want those. So it's going to be very interesting to see just how I'm going to handle this scenario. I'm also going to, I think, just put Louis in charge, because again, they don't have a good general themselves, so that's perfectly fine. And I don't really need a conquistador just yet either, so I'm perfectly fine on that. Mark II. We still have at least one more claim we need on England here for Yorkshire, and then we should be done. Basically, the goal will be to take these 3 here and these 2 here to make a very condensed England, if you will. We'll also, of course, be aiming to taking their colonial nation, because again, we don't really want them to keep that. Why did you guys not walk? I thought I commanded you. Apparently I did not, but yeah. Let's see, let's leave those. We just have to leave everything here to siege. It should be fine though. I'll have to send 1 army to help out, but it's not that much of a deal. I'll go ahead and deal with Castile, and we'll see what happens. I'll still be helping, or trying to get Genoa into a position where I can deal with them. Look, at just announce me as a rival. You are a puny little 7-nation big place, but you do have a 20,000 man army, so I should probably fear you a tiny bit. But yeah, we should be able to deal with them. I'll, as I said here, also go, why am I... Oh, I'm at war with Castile, so apparently that makes claiming going a little bit slower. Oh, let's pray for his life. He died. And apparently, since he was a general, I got a stability drop from that. Ugh, that's annoying. 50 years old, we don't really have an heir, so we could get in trouble here. It'll still be a noble from House von Habsburg though, so it's not the biggest problem, but still not a good one. And again, the Castilians are actually sieging a lot of my land. Oh, stop. I should have checked my points before I did that. Well, with that, we can definitely go ahead and get next tech. Textile manufactory, level 11. And I think we can also go ahead and now invest in the quest for New World. Allows recruitment of explorers and conquistadors, so that's going to be helpful. I have way too few troops back at home here, so I need to actually create another one. Just a 12k to keep Castile here at bay, which shouldn't be a problem. Again, I do have quite a bit here to go on. The only reason why I'm converting land right now is because it will allow me to do things. There we go, Toledo has been sieged. With that, we can now head down to Castilian army, we can re-siege the land, and we can all be happy, hopefully. So I'll go ahead and deal with Castile, and we'll see what happens afterwards. There we go, the peace can be made. We'll get what we're after here. In terms of aggressive expansion, we have no concerns either. So that's perfectly fine. We'll have war preparations, and we'll have them give up the claims of my country. No, there's no need, except for prestige reasons, so we'll go with that. And with that now, we've also completely stopped Castile from ever colonizing again, which is a not too good of a thing, but not bad either. And I have no idea if all of these were actually completely completed colonies. Nope, this is not, which means that we're losing a bit of money here from the maintenance of colonies. We'll just abandon this one. I'll just make 2 cores out of the English Mexico that will be taken very, very soon. We're actually ready for our war here against England, and we're just going to go ahead and declare it. That will bring in, well, anyone else that's ever gone against me as well. The goal here will be to take Bohemia is defender of the Protestant faith. Bohemia will be joining my side though, which is very, very interesting. Bohemia will not be joining them. Trust, attitude towards enemies, so yeah, very good. And the goal here will be to take, I think, Cumbria, because it's just the easier one. So let's go ahead and declare war, and we'll continue this next time, and we'll be beating their Isles and taking English Mexico. I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I'll see you next time. Bye.